Oh yeah, stay tuned. I got a lot of antlers that I can present to you guys today. Today is April 27th, and if you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. This is from March and April, and I turned some in, so stay tuned. I'll lay them all out and present them all to you guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got most of them laid out. Not bad. Just giving you guys a little view of all the antlers. Got a set of whitetail, one shed of mule deer. The rest are all elk. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Excuse the audio. It's kind of windy today. Trying to give you guys an overall review of all the antlers laid out. Then I'll go through each and every one of them. Or not every. Awesome. Today is April 27th, 2023. 3 years in a row. On April 27th, I presented my sheds from March and April's finds. It's not bad. Today I'll present the ones that I've been keeping. I turned some in. I turned some browns in, some rags, some broken ones. The last year's, the hard white, the chop. All those I've been turning in to keep me coming out. And today I got majority of all the antlers are here laid out from this year, from March until April. And like I said, I turned some in to keep myself coming back out. So this is the first one. This is the first brown of 2023 for me. I was out getting wood with my uncle and happened to walk across this brown March 4th. I was like, damn, they're already dropping down here. It's pretty neat. This was my first brown of 2023. This one right here is the biggest brown so far. It's not, but it's pretty big. Went in there like 8 times back in that area. Never could match him up. Come across a lot of boot tracks in that area, so I'm guessing somebody probably picked up the other side. But I've been hitting the local antler buyers, and still nobody hasn't turned up the other side yet. Awesome. And this is the next biggest set. It's been the biggest set so far of all my browns. I found this one in March 8th. And I went back in there several times looking, trying to match him up. I like it because it's pretty dark and it's heavy. Very dense. This one too, then end up matching them up 2 weeks later. Not that far from it. It was just like the next canyon over, the next finger in that canyon, of that canyon. It's pretty neat. Got a little funky right there. This is awesome. Mash it up. So it's a pretty nice set. However it would have been laid. It's nice. This is the biggest one, the heaviest one. Nice. So stay tuned. I'll present more. Awesome. It's another set I found. Side by side. On the hillside. It was pretty neat. Very dark. Pretty heavy too. This one I found with Nikki. Nikki found one side first that one day, and then the next day I found a match for her. It's pretty neat. Those first, they stick up there like that, like way up there. On the way back we're heading back to the truck, me and Nikki, and she come across the antler. So the next day I went up higher to where we walked, end up matching it up for. And when I first seen that antler up on that hillside, I saw a jacket, a red flannel jacket. It was tied to a bush. As I was looking at that flannel jacket ahead of me, in front of me, I happened to look upward, and it was this antler was laying right up there. And I was like, wow. So it was pretty neat. It was pretty windy that day too. But matched it up. Me and Nikki got a set together. This one I found by a fence line. I was walking below a fence line and happened to look up toward the fence, and I saw an antler there, so I started walking up towards it, and the other side was not too far from it. Must have jumped the fence and then lost his antlers. This one, I was walking the oak brush. I found this one first. It was laying there, like probably in his bedding area. And then this one was below it in a tree, stuck in a tree. I guess it was rubbing a tree and trying to get his antler off. Funky five. This one right here I found in the snow. When I was walking in the snow, I found this one times down first, walking towards it. As I was taking pictures of this one, I happened to see this one right above it. The other side. It's pretty neat. Not bad. So stay tuned. Oh yeah. It was not bad too. I like this one. I found this one first times down in the shade. And I started looking around, and I happened to walk around and end up matching them up and lucked off. A lot of boot tracks in that area too. It's awesome. About 75 yards away from each other. This one right here, I found this one times down, stuck in the ground. And I searched on all that whole side. So I went up and around on the other side of the mountain, and I mashed it up. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat 5x5. Pretty heavy. This one, I was walking with Nikki. And I was below her on the side of the ridge, and I happened to see one. As I was getting closer, the other one was laying right beside it. Look at that welltail. Yeah. Awesome. This one I found side by side. I like this one. This one's like a real reddish, real red color. Heavy too. Pretty neat. Smells like pine trees. This one I just recently picked up. I found this one first in the tall yellow grass. And I walked up and down that hillside looking for it. And I happened to load up my pack and tie them down, and not even 20 yards away I found the other side. It was on the opposite side of where I walked. It's a pretty nice heavy little set. 5x5, 5x6. A welltail. Oh yeah. And then another side-by-side set I found just recently too. Got a broken royal. It's pretty nice. Awesome. So stay tuned. Oh yeah. This one right here, I went out with Tim Shed Assassin, and we were driving down. It was snowing that day. It was snowing pretty good. And there was an elk ran across the road, and I seen this one drop. Once it jumped the fence, it hopped over the fence, and it walked a little ways and it shook his head. And I seen the antler fly out. I told Tim, man, stop, that antler dropped. So we drove up and checked it out, man. It was pretty neat. It's very few times seen the elkhorn drop. This one too is pretty neat. Found this one in like a little brushy area. I guess this bull was walking through or bedding in those areas. So I couldn't match him up though. It's a pretty nice 6x. And then there's a couple more. Here's another 6x. Pretty good size one. I like this one. This one's kind of reddish orange. It's pretty neat. It's bladed back. It's a 5. It's one of the heaviest antlers in here. This guy is pretty thick, but I like it because it goes like curls back. Got a small third. Probably fighting over some cows. Would have been a nice one, nice 6x. This one right here, I was walking with Myron, little Myron. We were walking up this hill. Right when we almost got to the top, this one was laying on the side, like it was laying like that. It's pretty neat. It's pretty dark. Gotta wait a second. Oh yeah. And then this one right here too, I was walking with Myron. Little Myron, I was walking with him, and he was above me, above on the hillside, and I told him I found one. It's pretty neat. I like walking with that little guy, Myron. If you're watching, we gotta walk some more, buddy. Got a couple of 5s here and there. This one right here is pretty heavy. It's another dark one that I like. It's one of the second to the heaviest ones. It's pretty neat. Awesome. Oh yeah. Well, stay tuned. I got a lot more. Oh yeah. A couple of more good sized 6s. I like this one. This one's long. Pretty big. Pretty nice. Another 6x. This is what I walked with my brother. Ensign. He was on the other ridge side, and I was on this other side, and I happened to find this one first. I couldn't match him up though. Those other guys, there was other people walking in there too that probably picked it up. Another 6x. I just found this one yesterday. Yeah, it's not bad. Pretty good size 6. Another one. This one, no, yeah, this was just day before. This one right here. Me and Myron were walking up, little Myron, and my brother happened to find that on the other side before a couple days before we went back in there. I ended up matching it up for him. Got a long second and long first, pretty good. It's pretty heavy. This one right here, it's pretty crazy how this one was like that, stuck in the trees. It was pretty weird. Like it was rubbing his antler, and it just happened to get stuck in a oak brush. It's pretty neat. I found another one. I was walking up to another antler, and I happened to see this one a little above it. So I guess we hit a bedding area that day. It was pretty neat walking into that bedding area and seeing these antlers laying there. And then we got a couple of these. Oh, this 6-pointer here is a pretty nice one too. I like this one. This one was on tines down. It was stuck by the tree, like it was rubbing the tree. It's pretty neat. And then this one over here, I was walking with my daughter, Charlotte, and I happened to see her looking at this scraping. She was showing me a scraping on the top of the hillside, and I told her, I said, there might be some antler in here. Looks like those elk are trying to scrape their antlers off. Sure enough, right when we looked up, about a few yards up from us, and this one was laying in the shade. After we were looking for that one, happened to come across this one. Me and my daughter were trying to match up the other one, and we come up on this side, and it was like 15 yards away from this other one we just picked up. That day she had to go in early, and I went back in there after I dropped her back off, and I couldn't match him up. It's a pretty nice antler. And then this one here, got a Millie, brown Millie. It's nice. It was laying right under a little tree. I guess it was scraping his antler. It's not bad. And then this guy's the biggest one of all. This one was laying in one of these were laying in a tree, a little bush tree. I guess it was shaking his head. It's pretty nice. These are some little keepers. Yeah. Thank you guys again for following along. Thank you for checking out my videos. And stay tuned.
You're on.
It's awesome. It's been a good journey so far. Today is April 27th, 2023. There's quite a few. There's a lot of singles I didn't get to match up, and I got quite a few more sets than last year. And also, I'd like to say thank you guys for following along. Thank you for checking out the videos. You know, it's been a really good journey so far. I'm still going to be going out looking for sheds. I'm still going to be making videos, but this is just like a show and tell of what I found from March and April, and it's not bad so far. I still got a lot of land to cover, and I still got a lot of antler to pick up. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and it's been a blessed season so far, you all. And if you guys are shed hunting out there, you guys be careful out there. Don't get lost, and always stay safe. Safety is the main priority of getting you back home to you and to your family. And thank you guys again for following along. And I still got a lot more shed videos, so this is not over yet. So I'll still be making videos. So if you guys hit that subscribe button, if you ain't subscribed, and you guys have a blessed evening. Today is April 27th.